I still remember it clearly, an early morning not too long ago. A woman walked into my salon. She was around 63. No makeup, soft eyes, but behind them I could sense years of weariness. She sat in my chair, smiled gently, and said something I'll never forget. "I don't want to look younger. I just want to look in the mirror and see a woman I can love." I stayed silent for a moment, because I knew she wasn't just talking about hair color. She was talking about something deeper, about the lines not only on her face, but on her heart. Wounds left by careless words, by cold glances in a world that often turns away from aging women, and by the loneliness that sometimes comes with getting older. Have you ever felt that way? After 60, sometimes it feels like the woman in the mirror is a stranger. Your hair might have thinned, lost its bounce. The color that once made you glow now feels off. People suggest you freshen up, diet, go with the trend. But the more you try to fit into their idea of beauty, the more it feels like you're wearing a mask, like your face no longer reflects your soul. Maybe you've been there too. And if any part of this speaks to you, hit that like button and consider subscribing to Bold After 50. You're not alone, and this space is for you. I've met countless women who were absolutely stunning. Not by society's standards, but by how they lived, vibrantly, courageously, with an inner light you couldn't ignore. But aging, when it's not met with understanding, can dim that light. Not because we're less beautiful, but because we're told, again and again, that we don't matter anymore. I created this video not to help you look younger, and definitely not to hide your years. I'm here as a stylist, as a woman who listens, to help you reconnect with that beauty that's always been there. It may have gotten buried under outdated hair dye or misplaced advice, but I promise, it's still shining. So if you're asking yourself, is there a hair color that makes me feel like me again? The answer is yes, but it's not on a salon color chart. It's in your natural light, your essence, and my job is to help you find it again. Let's begin this journey together, not to change who you are, but to help you see her clearly again, gently, truthfully, and with undeniable grace. And next, we'll look at 5 styling tips that can help women over 60 look taller and slimmer without sacrificing comfort or authenticity. Outfit tricks to make women over 60 look taller and slimmer. 1. Embrace the vertical spine look, streamlined center lines. Imagine your body as a style column, a fashion spine. When you build your outfit with vertical elements that draw the eye up and down, you naturally look taller and more slender. An easy way to do this: throw on a long line open cardigan or coat over a top that matches or is close in color. That straight line running from your neck to your knees tricks the eye into seeing length, not width. You can also try a long silk scarf draped down the front or a blouse with a row of buttons. These aren't just accessories, they're tools of visual design. Style at this age is a form of gentle illusion. 2 straight-leg pants, a lifesaver for every body shape. At 60 and beyond, you don't need to squeeze into skinny jeans or fight with clingy leggings anymore. Instead, straight leg or gently flared pants can be your new best friends. Here, guess what to look for. High waists help elongate your legs and gently conceal your midsection. Fabrics with soft drape, like blended linen, crepe, or cotton silk, create movement and elegance. Neutral tones like smoky gray, mocha, or deep navy are flattering and soften the silhouette. You don't need to drown in oversized pants, but you also don't have to dress like you're still 25. Find the balance that lets your body breathe and shine. 3. Shift the focus upward. Highlight the top half. Skip the clingy tops or shirts that squeeze your waist. Instead, draw attention to where people naturally look first. Your face, your neck, your shoulders. A V-neck sweater, a soft scoop neckline, or a collared blouse with subtle detail can open up the chest area and create a light, elegant frame for your face. Accessories like long earrings, delicate printed scarves, or short strands of pearls don't just add polish. They pull the gaze upward where you want it. Remember, people follow the light. Put the spotlight where you feel confident, not where you're trying to hide. 4. Monochrome and tone-on-tone magic, the power of color flow. Ever paired a bright top with dark pants and felt like your body was cut in half? That's the color blocking effect, and it can visually shorten and widen your figure. Instead, try wearing colors in the same family. Soft beige with rich caramel, pale gray with deep charcoal, cream with warm ivory. When your outfit flows in one tonal direction, it elongates your form and creates visual harmony. There's a reason why high-end fashion loves tone-on-tone dressing. It's luxurious without being loud. 5. Pointed toe shoes or color-matching footwear. Small detail, big impact. Let's be honest, no one wants to wear 4-inch heels after 60. And you don't have to. But a pointed or almond toe flat or low heel can create the illusion of longer legs. Want to level up that effect? Match your shoe color to your pants or tights. This seamless transition keeps the eye moving rather than stopping abruptly at the ankle. You'd be surprised. This one little tip can visually add 1 to 2 inches to your height. No gym required. See, fashion at this age isn't about fitting into a mold. It's about learning to frame the beauty that's already there. When you dress to elongate and flatter your shape, you don't just look taller or slimmer. You feel in control of how you show up in the world. But here's the truth. Style isn't just about clothing. There's something else that quietly changes how others see you and how you see yourself. It's your hair color. That's right. The color sitting right on top of your head can either make you look washed out and tired, or light you up like the morning sun. And in the next part, we're going to uncover exactly how hair color can lift your entire presence at 60 and beyond. Stay with 3 hair colors that can age you after 60, and what to choose instead. Have you ever walked out of the salon, looked in the mirror, and thought, why do I look tired? The cut is fresh, the color is even, maybe there's a nice curl or blowout, but somehow your face looks a little dull. The spark is missing. Let me tell you this, it's not your age, it's not your wrinkles, it's your hair color. As a fashion designer who works closely with women over 60, I can't count how many times I've said this. Your hair frames your face. If the color is off, nothing else can shine. You see, at 60 and beyond, our skin becomes softer, our eyes more gentle, and our facial tones a little less vibrant. The high-contrast colors that used to flatter us in our 30s or 40s, they can now drag us down, making us look harsh, washed out, or older than we feel. So, let's talk about the 3 most common hair color mistakes women make after 60, and what you should consider instead. 1. Jet black bold, but not in a good way. A lot of women think going jet black will bring back the youth, but honestly, Jet black can be one of the most aging colors for mature women. Here, SY. Deep black creates a high contrast against aging skin, highlighting every fine line, every shadow, and every puffiness under the eyes. What used to give you a dramatic edge now might feel too severe, almost like a costume. It also adds visual weight to your hair, making it appear heavy and stiff, especially if your facial structure is starting to soften with age. Better options if you love darker tones. Soft chocolate brown, ash brown with cool undertones, smoky graphite or dark silver blends. These shades still offer depth, but with enough softness and dimension to complement aging skin, not fight against it. 2. Bright reds, too bold for gentle skin. Now, red hair can be fiery, sexy, and fun, but after 60, it often becomes too much. Think copper, burgundy, or even that deep wine red. On a younger complexion, it pops. On mature skin, it often clashes. Here's what happens. It exaggerates redness, blotchiness, or broken capillaries. It draws attention to uneven skin tone. It can make your face look flushed or tired. And worst of all, it can scream, trying too hard. Your style should say, "I've arrived," not "I'm chasing who I used to be." Instead, try soft auburn with caramel highlights, chestnut beige, warm hazelnut with golden touches. These are elegant, flattering, and age-appropriate without losing that touch of warmth and vibrance. 3. Platinum blonde light, but not brightening. This is probably the most common trap. In an effort to blend gray hair or feel more youthful, many women go for ultralight blondes or even platinum. The problem: on soft, mature skin tones, platinum washes you out. It can make your face look pale, even sickly. It reflects light in a way that highlights red undertones or makes your under-eye area look deeper. And worst of all, it fades the sparkle from your eyes. Plus, let's not forget, getting to platinum often means bleaching, which leads to dry, brittle, breakage-prone hair. Is that really worth it? Instead, embrace lightness more naturally. Ash gray or silver with soft shimmer. Natural gray blending, letting grays grow in with subtle highlights. Soft gray balayage with hints of beige or pearl. These shades feel effortless, elegant, and real. Not overdone, just graceful. Bonus tip: go neutral, stay radiant. If you're not sure where to land, consider this rule of thumb. Stay close to neutral tones. Not too dark, not too bright, just softly balanced. Here are a few go-to shades that suit most women beautifully. Cool-toned brown with gray undertones softens jawlines. Ashy chestnut warms up dull skin. Milk beige with soft brown roots adds natural light to your face. These colors don't scream for attention. They whisper confidence. Remember this: you don't need a wild, edgy hair color to feel beautiful. And you definitely don't need to look younger. What you need is a color that reflects your inner calm, your grace, and your lived-in beauty. If your eyes light up when you look in the mirror, that's the right color. Now that you know which shades to avoid, you might be asking, so what haircut actually makes me look fresher, more alive, without sacrificing elegance? Stick around, because in the next part, we'll dive into the best haircuts for women over 60 who want to look timeless and radiant. 5 haircuts that make you look younger without trying too hard. You don't have to chase trends. You don't have to chop off the long hair you've grown for years. Sometimes it only takes a thoughtful cut, a little finesse with the length and shape, and suddenly you look 5 to 10 years younger. And still elegant, effortless, and beautifully true to who you are in your 60s and beyond. One of the most common misconceptions among women over 60 is this: if I cut it all off and perm it tightly, I'll look younger. Not quite. Youthful beauty doesn't come from how short your hair is, especially not from overly mature styles that feel stiff or outdated. Looking youthful comes from softness, flow, and most of all, authenticity. After working with so many women over the years, I've learned something powerful. The right haircut doesn't just refresh your appearance, it brings you back to yourself, only softer, more grounded, and fully in your prime. Here are 5 haircut styles that can make you look younger, without screaming for attention or clinging to youth. Instead, they'll leave you feeling radiant, confident, and truly you. 1. Chin-length bob with gentle waves, soft and face-lifting. This is my go-to recommendation when clients say, I want something fresh, youthful, but still refined. A chin-length bob, slightly curled inward or softly waved, can soften your jawline and neck area, gently disguise sagging or fine lines around the lower face, create the illusion of a slimmer, more lifted face. Bonus tip: part your hair slightly off-center to draw attention to your cheekbones, one of the most graceful features of a mature woman. 2. Shoulder-length hair with soft layers, feminine without the weight. You don't have to go short to look younger. In fact, shoulder-length hair with soft, feathered layers can give you lightness and movement without sacrificing that feminine vibe. Perfect for women with medium to thick hair, round or slightly square faces. A soft, romantic personal style. Add a side-swept bang or middle part, and consider warm-toned highlights, like soft ash brown or golden chestnut, to brighten your complexion and eyes. 3. The modern pixie, bold, elegant, and free-spirited. Let's clear something up. A real pixie cut isn't that stiff, old-fashioned, curly look we often associate with older generations. A modern pixie, neatly tapered in the back with a longer fringe around the face, can showcase your confidence, bring out your natural bone structure, make your eyes and cheekbones pop. It's a perfect choice for women ready to reinvent their style and embrace their edge, without looking like they're trying too hard. Imagine stepping out in a long coat, oversized sunglasses, and a sharp pixie cut. That's what 60s sophistication looks like. For the soft lob, long bob with loose waves, effortless French chic. Think of this as the French woman's haircut. A long bob that falls just above the shoulders, styled with loose waves and a side part. It's elegant, relaxed, and always in style. This cut is great for fine or thinning hair. It adds volume. Longer or more angular faces. Women who lean toward minimal, classic fashion. If you love clean lines, neutral colors, and timeless style, this cut will match your wardrobe and your energy perfectly. 5. Naturally silver hair, healthy and glossy, ageless beauty. Yes, I'm putting silver hair on this list, and for good reason. Embracing your natural gray can be the most youthful choice of all. When silver strands are cut neatly, deeply conditioned, and styled with intention, they reflect grace, confidence, and authenticity. This look works best when paired with a sleek, modern haircut like a bob or pixie, simple, well-tailored clothing, a glow that says, I know exactly who I am. You're not trying to hide your age. You're letting it shine in the most beautiful way. Bonus tip: do underestimate the power of bangs. A light fringe or a softly swept side bang can work wonders. Minimizes forehead lines. Adds softness to the overall face shape. Instantly refreshes your whole look. Just be careful to avoid thick, heavy bangs or perfectly straight cuts. They can feel too harsh and drag your features down. The key to all of these hairstyles: it's not about chasing youth, it's about honoring your beauty today. The right haircut will never make you look like someone else. It will help you see yourself more clearly, more confidently, and more lovingly than ever before. And remember, beauty at 60 plus is not about blending in. It's about standing tall, shining gently, and wearing your years like the badge of wisdom they are. How to choose a hair color that matches you, not just the mirror. Have you ever stood in front of the mirror, comb in hand, staring at your freshly colored hair, and felt like you didn't recognize the woman looking back? Not because the color looks bad, but because it doesn't feel like you. Maybe it's a trendy shade you thought would make you look more in style, a few years younger, or maybe even a little like that actress you saw online. But somehow all you see is a woman trying to be someone else, when all she really wants is to come home to herself. At 60 and beyond, we're not here to hide our age. We're here to honor our essence and the right hair color. It's not about what looks good on someone else. It's about what makes you feel calm, grounded, and beautiful in your own gaze. 1. Hair color is a mirror of the soul, not a disguise. It's so easy to get swept up in the glamorous images out there. A platinum blonde bob on porcelain skin, a deep burgundy on a 22-year-old model, the smoky browns and icy blues that seem to flood your social feed like an endless invitation to chase youth. But here's the truth: your hair is not a stage, and you don't need to perform to be worthy. What you need is a hair color that feels as soft as your heart when you run your fingers through it. A shade that brings a gentle light to your face, warms your eyes, and reminds you that life is still smiling, quietly, gracefully, and without noise. To listen to what your skin is trying to say. Choosing the right color starts with tuning in to your skin, your tone, your natural glow. After 60, our skin changes. It may become slightly more golden, pinkish, or muted. The goal of a good hair color at this stage isn't just about the hair. It's about lifting your skin tone in the most natural way possible. If you have warm undertones, golden, peachy, go for shades like chestnut, honey, caramel, or soft golden blondes. If your skin has cool undertones, rosy, bluish, try ash browns, soft moss greens, smoky grays, or even silvery lavender hues, these bring calm and elegance to your complexion. You don't need to memorize color theory. Just try on a wig or drape a piece of colored fabric near your face under natural light. See if your eyes brighten, if the fine lines soften, if your skin seems to glow a little more. That's your cue. 3. Ask your heart, not the trend report. People often ask, what's the hottest hair color this year? What's trending right now? But you, ask yourself something different. How do I want to feel every morning when I see myself in the mirror? If you're craving peace, lean towards soft and subtle tones like sandy browns, muted ash blondes, or tea-infused hues. If you want a little edge, add some warm copper highlights or a light balayage toward the ends. And if you're in a season of change, grieving, growing, healing, Don't rush to pick a wild color just to shake things up. Go slow. Choose something with depth. Maybe a smoky brown that feels both strong and gentle. The right hair color doesn't scream, "Look at me." It whispers, "I feel whole just being me." 4. Gray hair isn't the end. It's a new beginning. So many women over 60 give in to the gray. But gray isn't giving in. It's a declaration of freedom. If you feel gray hair makes you look dull, don't immediately reach for jet black dye. Try soft lilac tones, smoky highlights, or strategic lowlights to add dimension and elegance. And if you want to embrace your natural silver, do it boldly. Pair it with a sharp haircut and cool-toned makeup that lets the silver shine. Remember, gray doesn't mean old. It means wise. It means free. It means you've earned the right not to prove anything to anyone. 5. Choose your hair color like you'd choose a song. Hair color is like music. Some songs get you dancing for a moment, but wear you out fast. Others, soft, deep, quietly beautiful, stay with you for a lifetime. Don't choose a color just to make a statement. Choose it the way you'd choose a song you want to wake up to. One you'll hear while brushing your hair, rinsing your face, heading out for lunch, or simply watching the light change by the window. Your hair, every strand, is telling a chapter of your life story. You have the full right to choose the ink you write it in. 6. If you need a rule, here's the only one that matters. I feel beautiful when I feel like myself. Hair color isn't about right or wrong. It's about connection, emotion, coming home. You can try as many shades as your heart desires, but don't lose the gaze in your own eyes. Because in the end, it's not the Your hair color isn't just a shade. It's your breathing soul. For much of our lives, we're taught that beauty has rules. Hair should be thick, black, shiny, like the ones in shampoo ads. But something magical begins to shift when we reach our 50s and 60s. Beauty stops being about hiding and starts being about embracing. It's no longer about trying to look like someone else. It's about coming home to yourself. When I was a young stylist, I used to think hair color was just about aesthetics. But after decades of working with women, I've come to understand. Hair color is the breath of a woman. It reveals her mood, her energy, even the stories she hasn't spoken out loud. It's not just a shade, it's a daily expression of who she is. You can pick a trendy tone, but if your heart is longing for peace, that cool ash blonde will never feel quite right. I remember one client. She was 67 with nearly 80% gray hair. She told me, "I don't want to dye it to look younger. I want to dye it so I can see my light again." Together, we chose a smoky silver base with soft champagne highlights. And when she looked in the mirror, tears welled up, not because she looked younger, but because she saw herself alive again. No longer fighting time, but weaving beauty with time. Deep, radiant, like the sunset's glow. At this age, you don't need anyone's permission to be yourself. Your hair color doesn't have to make you look like someone else. It only needs to make you feel at peace. Feel that comfort when you touch your hair, when you step into the sunlight, when you sit quietly in a cafe and smile at the reflection of the woman you've become. Hair doesn't need rejuvenation. It needs reconciliation. The most beautiful choice is not to chase the past, but to offer yourself something new. Every color is like a melody, and you get to choose today's note. Soft like caramel, bold like honey gold, or rich like aged copper. The right color isn't one you fight for, It's the one that makes you feel free. Don't choose a color just to cover your age. Choose it to ignite your essence. And above all, never forget, the color doesn't make you younger. It makes you feel seen. It lets you be touched by your own truth. Let your hair become the echo of your inner world, a way of speaking to the world, without words, but through a soft glow in your strands, your skin, your every breath. Whether you're 52, 58, or 67, know this. You don't need magic to be beautiful. You just need to be honest with yourself. And that never goes out of style. If you're looking for honest, soulful, and empowering style advice just for women over 50, don't forget to subscribe to Bold After 50. We'd love to hear from you. What hair color makes you feel the most like you? Share in the comments. We read every story. Hit follow so you don't miss any videos on fashion, hair, elegance, and self-love after 50, where every wrinkle is a shimmer of wisdom and every silver strand is a tribute to time.